Hello everyone from Ali at 11th House, Wales, and welcome to a weekly appointment. So today we have a practice to help us let go of our worries and help us de-stress. And I want to say something and get it out of the way first of all, because when we think about de-stressing, when we think about relaxing, sometimes we tend to think that it's just a lovely 5 minutes for ourselves, it's pleasant, and that is the whole value that it has, which is absolutely valuable. There's no denying that. You need a treat, you need to stop, you need to look after yourself, you need to have those 5 minutes just to yourself. However, there is a lot more to this, especially if you feel that your mood is a little bit low, because depression piggybacks on stress. And if you feel depressed, then the chances are that your levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, are really, really high. And when this happens, you end up feeling exhausted because you're always in fight or flight mode. You're always getting ready and tensing up to either fight or run away. You might be feeling really, really tired, even if you haven't got anything to justify, you haven't done enough physically to justify feeling as tired as you are feeling. So when this happens, when you feel that exhausted, then you start feeling eventually that things are slipping out of your control, that you can't stay on top of things. You start feeling powerless, helpless, which is one of the hallmarks of depression. The helplessness, the feeling that you can't do anything to reverse things, to help yourself, and also the hopelessness that, oh, I don't know how or when, or I don't know if things are ever going to change. So with that in mind, stress and depression piggybacking on each other and reinforcing each other, what we are going to do is something which is even more useful than maybe you thought it was. So we have a practice today to let your worries go. So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes, because that is going to help you with visualizing and just getting into the practice and really enjoying it. And just take a few nice deep breaths all the way down into your belly. And when you breathe out, really take your time to breathe out. Keep it nice and long. That's it. And another nice deep breath. And take your time to breathe out. And I'd like you to imagine that you are walking in the countryside. Walking in the countryside on a glorious day. Blue skies. Bird song and beautiful smells wafting your way, fresh grass, flowers, blossoms. And maybe a gentle breeze on your skin. Warm sunshine on your skin. And I'd like you to imagine that right on the horizon you start seeing a round shape. What looks like a fairly big round shape. Bright and colourful. And as you keep walking closer to it, you realize it's a hot air balloon. So keep on walking towards this hot air balloon, looking at the sunshine playing on its surface. And how gleaming and colourful it is, cheerful, festive. And as you draw ever closer, you have this feeling inside you that that balloon is your balloon. It was left there for you to use. Now this really comes in useful because you are carrying a heavy backpack. And this backpack is chock full of your worries, which you have been carrying for such a long time. Maybe before now you haven't felt ready to let them go. You haven't felt ready to put that backpack down. So how perfectly timely, as you get to the hot air balloon, you can see that the basket is empty. And it's just the perfect size for you to put that heavy backpack in. So I'd like you to open the backpack and maybe have a last look at those worries inside. As if you were able to hold them in your hands, just pull them out one by one and hold them and look at them. And if there are any of these worries that you still don't feel ready to dispose of, then you can keep them. You can just put them aside, leave them out of the backpack. So just take one last look at them, one by one. And when you're ready, just put them all back into the backpack, minus the ones that you might want to keep. And that's it. Put the backpack inside the basket and feel what a weight that is off your back. Feel how much lighter you already feel. And if you look around, because this is your balloon which has been left there for you, if you look around on the ground, you will find a knife which is just the perfect size and shape to cut these ropes. And you can see the balloon is ready to leave. It's all full of hot air and it's pulling against the ropes and really eager to take off. So pick up the knife and pull it out of the sheath, and you can go and cut that first rope. And as you do, it just cuts like butter, so easy, and the balloon wobbles a little. So go round to the opposite side and cut that rope as well. And again, so easy. And again, the balloon wobbles a little bit. So go round and cut the third rope. And as you do, easy peasy, as you do, the balloon is now really heavily listing, heavily leaning to one side, really pulling to take off. So when you're ready, just get round to that final rope and cut it. And again, it cuts like butter. And as you do, the balloon starts lifting with your backpack inside, all full of those worries that you used to have. And as it starts floating up, you start feeling light. As it floats and it lifts and it dances up and up, further and further up in the air, you start feeling free. Feeling that weight that you used to carry all the time lifting off you. Going up and up as the balloon gets smaller and smaller, further and further away. And just breathe in what it feels like to be so light and so free. And as you keep looking at the balloon, it gets so far away, so tiny, that eventually it just disappears out of sight. As if it had been absorbed by that blue sky. And with all of those worries finally gone, I'd like you to take a few moments now to imagine your life from now on going just the way that you'd like it to go. I'd like you to imagine things aligning in the right way for you. Everything going well, everything going smoothly. Things being easy for you. And I'd like you to feel into that future of yours with a sense of anticipation, looking forward to it. And just feel that joy rising inside of you. Well done. And when you're ready now, you can start wiggling your fingers and toes and having a little stretch. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Right, I really hope that you enjoy that, and that is a useful visualization that you can use whenever you feel that there are weights on you that you need and you would like to let go. So I hope you found this useful, and I will see you here again next week. Next day, same day at the same time. Keep safe and have a lovely, lovely week. See you here again. Bye. Bye-bye.